Breaking news out of Washington, D.C. The House of Representatives is debating and taking procedural votes on the impeachment of President Trump. If approved, he will become the first president to ever be impeached twice. Our D.C. Bureau reporter Jesse Tenor joining us live. Jesse, walk us through what this atmosphere is like on Capitol Hill right now as the House debates this article of impeachment.
Yeah, hi, Randy. Of course, when you talk about the impeachment process, it's already a very divisive time amongst lawmakers. But now throw all of these security concerns over that, and it makes for an even more historic day on Capitol Hill. You have lawmakers who don't even have to go through security to get to their offices, now going through metal detectors and being wanded to get to the House floor, National Guard sleeping in the halls of Congress. And then we even have reports, too, that Republican members, even if they would potentially want to support impeachment, are scared to do so because of the safety of themselves and their families. Some have even gone so far as to receive death threats, urging them to oppose impeachment following the riots last week.
In terms of the vote, watching this on TV, we remember this scene last year. How's it going to play out this year in comparison?
Yeah, so last year, Republicans presented that united front in opposition against President Trump's impeachment. But this year, we are hearing that at least 5 Republican House members will be supporting these efforts. One of the most notable is Congresswoman Liz Cheney. She's the #3 Republican in the House. And so she can kind of provide this political cover of sorts to other members who also want to support impeachment. And so when we actually watch the vote play out, we could see more actually join them. But due to those safety concerns, too, it'll be interesting to see exactly how that plays out.
And right now, have we heard from the White House at all? What are they saying?
Right now, we haven't heard anything officially from the White House. Even last year, during these impeachment efforts, when his fate was being debated, President Trump took to Twitter. Of course, he can't do that now since Twitter banned him. And when you even look at the official White House schedules for President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence, those are both empty. And so that typically leads to the assertion that they will be watching what's going on Capitol Hill very closely today.
Yeah, certainly something we're not used to seeing President Trump not tweeting. So all eyes on D.C. right now. Jesse, thank you.